How's it going, everyone? This is MOS3w, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the #1 Venom player in the world, WhyAndr3w, sitting at the Eternity rank. So here we are, first things first, setting up on defense on Shin Shibuya. Let's get into it. For anyone that does not know, you're about to see some stuff. This is one of the most aggressive Venom players in the world, and you're going to see how he gets it done. Setting up on height here right away, jumping into the backline, jumping onto the dagger, getting the slam as well. And you're gonna be seeing a lot of slams. Speaking of which, unfortunately gonna get frozen there, but putting pressure on, that's what Venom does best. He's one of those characters, you don't see him get a lot of kills unless he's being piloted by an actual demon. But when he jumps into the backline, the #1 thing he's going to do is put pressure on them and make everybody turn around and worry about his existence. Jumping on the Luna right here, getting a kill right there, actually getting the blast from the slam and also the right click. Now focusing up on the Namor. I also want to point out as well too, that we are playing Venom into Namor, which is absolutely suicide in most cases, but you're gonna see Andrew playing very safely here, setting up on height. One of the big things that he does is he gets height to get his slams. Rather, there's another one there. Also, very nice to use the left click and then slam to get a little bit of additional damage before going in as well too. But he doesn't swing in. He uses his swing to get out. In the situation here, feeling pretty confident to get the kill, though I will say also having the Luna ult popping right behind him, so he does have a way to get out and also put even more pressure on right here, walking forward with the Luna ult. Gonna try and get the Magneto, and they do. And he's going to swing out right here and reset. Notice he's spending a lot of time on this wall, having height, so he has the ability to survey the entire offense and see what they're going to do, and then also have the ability to slam down and not waste his swing. Setting up on height, waiting for them to come through the choke right here. You hear the Hulk jumping around. Waiting for a target to come through. You see the tanks pushing through. He doesn't want the tanks. He wants the healers, he wants Luna. And just like that, also I was going to say the Star-Lord getting shut down. You hear the legendary popping for a second there, forcing the Luna to use her ult. And that's one big thing too, and hopefully you guys are noticing this at the absolute highest level. Notice that when he is playing as Venom, he's not jumping around frantically trying to land his shots. Rather, standing in place or walking back and forth, trying to land his shots and get those headshots. So it's so much more important than making sure that you are not getting hit. You're one of the biggest bodied boys in the game when you are playing as Venom, and it's very difficult to just not get hit by anybody. If the enemy team had a Hawkeye, then yes, I understand, trying to jump to make him miss the headshots, but for the most part, really just getting into the mix and trying to land those headshots to do as much damage as possible. Climbing the wall very slightly, they're getting a huge slam and also a huge right click, connecting to everybody. Mantis in shambles. Mantis is going to go down as well too. Gonna try and swing out here. Unfortunately, is going to go down to none other than Namor and the Squids. Unfortunately, the majority of the team is also going down, so we are gonna have to reset here. We might even be giving this out. Let's see what he goes for. He has no such plans for himself. Instead, he said, you know what, I'm gonna contest the point right here. I'm a big body boy, but unfortunately, is he gonna go down? Is he gonna be able to get out? A crazy swing to barely get out at 11 HP. Sitting at 19 for a second, now down to 11. Needs to get some healing. He does have his E up in 1 second here. He could pop E to try and survive, but try and find a health pack. And he used the E just for extra safety. Swing all the way back to his team right here. Use a couple B hops for extra momentum. And just resetting up here, needing healing desperately. Dagger, not interested. Now has the Snowflake on him, and now this is one of the things too. When you have Snowflake on Venom, he's already so hard to kill with his sustain. Giving him Snowflake as well too, he basically lives forever. As I say, they're getting blasted. The enemy team wants him gone now, but able to get out once again, saving the swing for the exit. If you take anything away from this game, it's going to be using the walls to get your height, to slam down, but also saving the swing to get out in the crazy situation just like that, trying to stay alive. Trying to reset up on the walls again, going straight for the healers. Magneto is in the mix right here as well too, gonna get a huge chomp, 2,000 health. I don't know if you guys saw that for a second there, but after the chomp on the ultimate, going up to 2,000 health now, standing in the ult as well too from the dagger. So he's out here living. Now finally under 1,000 health, he's gonna be able to put on some crazy damage right here, and also built his ult back up relatively quickly, standing in the enemy's ult. He doesn't care. There's looks like it was Mantis going down right there. Luna in shambles right here, able to stand in the dagger ult and also be clapping her life away. Trying to stay alive here, gonna be getting the health pack, making it a nightmare for us to try and get that kill. So scary there for Luna, finally getting her down. Comes a potential slam. I'm gonna say slam to safety here, most likely. Also, we have Hulk, or was Hulk, now Bruce is gonna be in shambles. Doesn't even care. That's just bullying right there. So you know what? I don't have to kill you. I'll just let the healers kill you. Just walking backwards, just backing it up on Bruce. I said what I said. Getting back to height, full health, has a snowflake on him, gonna get the slam, gonna get frozen, popping the E in that few frames that he had there to try and stay alive, and he's back out to get the heals. We're gonna see him reset up here in a second, gonna get these squids out of here to the best of our ability as well too. That's one of the things for sure playing as Venom. He is one of the few characters in the game that actually has a chance to dive against Namor because he has so much sustain. The squids are absolutely annoying. Don't get it twisted. It's very annoying to try and deal with them, but a character like Spider-Man or Panther, they just get torn apart by the squids, especially when they also have Luna on the team right now. But as I say it, it doesn't really matter who's on the team because they're all back in the spawn right there. That is an entire ace on the enemy team, sending everyone back to the spawn, giving us the chance to set up here with all of our cooldowns and our ultimate. As they are wrapping the corner here, they have no idea. That's one of the things that's scary. We on the X-ray or on the replay can see the enemy team on the X-ray here. They have no idea until that moment right there where Andrew was setting up. Let's see what he goes for right here. Slamming on the bridge, breaking the bridge, getting frozen. So Luna has a chance to escape right here. As I say that though, getting actually world starred by our Namor. So the job was on. Another big slam. Guys, pay attention to the frequency of these slams. He is not having any real downtime. The second he's able to get into the mix with the slam, pop everybody up, and for anyone that doesn't know, the slam itself does 65 damage. So if you're landing a slam on a squishy, you have a chance to delete them with a 2-tap from your left click. Plus the right click is actually insane, if not massive damage coming out from Venom. So a very solid hold on defense, but now let's take a look at what the team can do here on offense. They don't gotta go too far, but of course I will say in most cases, offense is much more difficult, especially if you get shut down early and you gotta make adjustments. But here we are. Andrew up on the wall here, waiting for his moment to strike. Of course, also notice as well too, the patience from this man, not just jumping in, because he can get into the back line quickly. He can make things happen quickly, but if you are attacking the team, when your team is not in position, you're basically wasting a swing or wasting a dive. So you have to wait for the team, wait for them to try and preoccupy somebody else, and then try to get in and make some chaos. As I say that, the enemy Venom doing the exact same thing, so we gotta be careful here. This is a winnable fight. I will say we have a healer right behind us. Got to try and force this Venom away, getting saved, I think, by Magneto's push right there. So the enemy Venom was able to escape with his life right there. But we did happen to protect the dagger on our team. Getting setting up again. Also, both Venoms can see each other right here. We got some Venom on Venom stare down going on. Not entirely sure. What actual chaos? What is going on here? We got dancing Venoms. Kind of insane, I will say, but gonna get the slam on height, and that's gonna be our mission in life right now. WhyAndr3w at this point in life absolutely wants to try and keep the enemies off of height. So he's going to be going after the Luna, going after the Adam Warlock, and also it was Hela up on height as well too. Want to try and force them down and be scared of playing up there because height advantage is a real thing. It doesn't matter what game you play, any sort of shooter, if somebody's up on height and you're just down in the octagon getting blasted away while they have height, it's a very tough life to try and live, I will say, but able to force many of them down. Luna in shambles here. Gonna get the right click and get the left click, weaving in the autos, or I should say the melees as well. I'm gonna get in the cleanup right there. And the headshots. Just dancing on cart, quite literally, dancing with Luna. Pushing up on the entire enemy team. First it was Invisible Woman to fall. Trying to get after this Magneto right here, at least is stopping him from touching the point. There's the enemy Luna trying to force their way onto the point right here. Have one last stand on defense. There goes the Hela ult as well too, so we might be in a bit of trouble here. Just hanging out on the wall saying, guys, you're on your own. I'm not a shield tank, figure it out. Gonna be jumping in on the Luna right here after our ult finishes. Gonna be popping our ult as well too, getting 1,000 health on the board, trying to keep ourselves alive. And now forcing everybody into the arcade. Luna getting absolutely slammed. And guys, I don't know if there's anything more satisfying in the game than hearing Venom land headshots. You just know that you are blasting when you're landing those headshots. It does 160 damage if you happen to land every single one in one left click. some serious damage, and it is worth trying to land those shots versus trying to get too frantic, I will say. Also, weaving in the melees as well too. Against a character like Magneto, using Venom's left click, although it is not a projectile, it does not count as a melee. So against shield tanks, using his melee is the only way he can do damage to them through the shields. Unfortunately, going down there in the arcade. So we are going to be resetting from the spawn, just making our way back in. But we did happen to cap the point, and we're going to be pushing out with the cart right here. You see the defense on the other side of the wall right there, just jumping up to height, trying to make some space, and right onto the healers immediately. No time wasted, getting a huge grab on everybody with the right click as well too. The soul bond coming through, but this Luna is in shambles once again. It's one of these things. WhyAndr3w is an actual menace. If you do not protect your healers, you're gonna have a bad time. They had Namor earlier, and they said, you know what, the Namor's not working out. We gotta do something else. We got triple support. And Andrew doesn't care. He's still jumping in. There goes the Adam Warlock, chomping on Invisible Woman's cheeks right there, almost getting her out of there as well too. Gonna have to back up here. Unfortunately, they're popping a perfect E, also with Snowflake to keep himself alive. And the slams are still relentless. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's going in, causing so much chaos, making so much space for the team. Getting pushed away right there, getting some heals. Snowflake going crazy. Let's see who we're going to go for. Of course, we're going to go for the Luna in that situation, who was outside of the Invisible Woman ult. Just trying to put the damage on and scare her into the Octagon, as I say, now that the ult is finished. Still looking for the healers here. Luna in a small dark room with Venom. Let's see what happens. Invisible Woman also going down, I think, or trying to save her. No, she's still behind, but jumping away to the safety, not going to be able to save the Luna right there. Invisible Woman about to go down as well, too. And it's looking very, very good for Andrew and the rest of the team. Clearing everybody off the point, and we're just gonna be marching down right here. And guys, that's one of the things. If you're playing a dive tank, like if you're playing Captain America, sure, I don't know why you're doing that, but if you're playing as Venom, you have to get active. And this is a character that can do it very well. He has the ability to create opportunities for his team, like shoving a healer into a small dark room and then destroying them and wiping them off the face of the earth just like that. Now giving the team a very easy and convincing 6v5 opportunity. Got to be careful here though, as I say that. Another slam going down. We also have our ultimate as well too, making our way out with the swing. Notice that entire time saving the swing in case things got a little bit crazy and he was able to escape. Jumping off the walls is a way of life for Venom. If you were swinging into the back line, you are actively selling. Right here, Luna in shambles, gonna have to pop the ult to keep herself alive and trying to contest the point. Getting another huge slam. Also notice the smallest piece of cover as well. Andrew will climb the smallest piece of cover, jump off, and then get the slam. You do not have to be up 20 meters into the air to get these slams. Got Adam Warlock in shambles in a small dark room, now in the Shadow Realm, getting destroyed. Let's see if he's going to use a cocoon to come back. Kind of has to, doesn't really have a choice here in this situation. This is a big play by our Luna as well too, coming into the room to just give us a little bit of assistance to see if we can get a kill and also stay alive for a very long time, wiping the Adam Warlock right there and also getting a couple more picks at the exact same time. This could be the game right here. Andrew making it out for what looks like one final push. Team duking it out on the point. Ults are going crazy. But to make our way back in right here, and it looks like this could be it. Venom on the enemy team making one last stand, popping all the way back to the Luna. That's a sad day for Luna right there. Getting slammed not only by Venom, but also a giant whale. You hate to see it. It's a bad day to be a Luna fan right there, I will say, unfortunately for the enemy team. But fantastic news for Andrew and the team right there, winning the game in a 2-1 fashion. And just like that, Andrew is going to be the MVP of the game with 36 kills, only 3 deaths on the board. And the real difference maker in this game was just how active he was. If you take a look at the top of the screen, the 18 final hits. He was not just tickling the back line, scaring people into death. He was quite literally stealing souls at the exact same time. And one last thing you should definitely take away from this gameplay as well too is noticing and recognizing how laser focused he was on the healers. He wasted very little time fighting DPS or very little time fighting the enemy tanks. He saw the enemy healers and he said, that's my job. I need to try to disrupt them to the best of my ability, or if I can even get the kill, get some picks on them, then that is fantastic. And it allowed the rest of the team to push up against a team that was weak or down a healer. And with that is going to be it for the video. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I am dropping videos on pro players daily. And once again, this is WhyAndr3w saying thanks for watching the video and have a great rest of your day.